Okay, I can't tell. Alright, I'm going to go back and see if this is still recording. Alright. Hello and welcome. Today we are going to dadgum. Okay, well, I don't know why the software just did that, but apparently I am still recording, I hope. But it glitched on me and started a different recording. It broke it off. So I'm going to have to check my settings. I thought I had it set where I could go as long as I wanted to. I think I have it set for like 10 hours or something crazy like that. But it seems to be cutting me off at 45 minutes. So I guess this is going to be multiple videos after all. So if you came into this video just now and you're like, what is this woman talking about? I started this build and intended for it to be all in one video, start to finish, and my recording software had other ideas. Okay, so that window's good. Oh, quit that. But yeah, the panes are nice for multiple reasons. But make sure, if you're going to stain, if you want a colored glass pane, you need to stain your glass before you make the panes. Okay, now the kitchen. We'll do this top window, but I'm not going to do that bottom window right now because, well, we can't. No. Because chances are a lot of that's going to be filled back in with cabinetry or it's going to be blocked by cabinets. So we'll just leave that bottom one blank until we see what we have and what we're doing. So we can do cabinets and furnaces, and this can be open. Yeah, we can do a picture window here. That really doesn't... Sure, why not? It's not something you would probably find in the real world, because not only do you not want your staff daydreaming looking out the window, but you also don't want people standing outside looking in the kitchen. But then again, there are some businesses that actually have the windows where you can watch them tossing the pizza crust into the air. And then of course you have the I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese that some of their restaurants have the chef right there cooking at your table. So I guess this isn't too crazy. Besides, if the customers can see what you're doing in the kitchen, chances are you're going to be a little bit more careful about washing your hands and dropping things on the floor and such and such and such. So yeah, we'll go ahead and make that a picture window. Oh, we got windows here. We have windows here. My grammar is getting so bad. Okay. And we'll worry about filling that in later. So now we have our windows, and I'm going to, I really hate that you see me as I cut in and out of the software, but I need to make sure that I'm recording, so I'm going to start recording again. Okay. So, okay, this should be good. Because I would get really upset if I built half this restaurant and it wasn't being recorded. Alright, so we have our rooms, we have our windows, we have doors. This is our entry. Let's do, I want to do this arch for one thing. We need some stairs. Acacia stairs. And I usually do this wrong the first time. Oh, not this time. And that makes kind of a neat archway, huh? Okay. Stairs are so much fun. Alright, so man, I hate doing roofs, but I think that's where we're headed now. Roofs are such a pain in the butt. Kind of necessary though. Can't have it raining inside the restaurant. So we are going to stick with the actually, you know what? Let's try something. Let's be crazy. Let's go with a mixture of the dark oak in the blocks and then use the spruce in the slabs. And let's see how that looks. Let's just go crazy and experiment. Doing roofs is so much easier in creative mode. Doing them with the scaffolding and stuff, oh my gosh, such a pain in the butt. There are times that I have like semi-cheated. I've used the resources that I gathered myself, but I go into creative mode to fly, so I don't have to mess with scaffolding. I don't always do that. I do use the scaffolding a lot, and I fall off a lot, and I get aggravated a lot. I really don't like to do roofs in survival mode, but More often than not, I do. And I'm not going to do anything fancy with this roof. It's going to be just like the ones that you saw in my other village, if you saw that video. I did this already? Yes, I did. Okay. So now let's go with the spruce. Oh, good grief. And I apologize for all the camera spinning. That can actually make a person nauseous when you do that too much, too quickly. Now, sometimes I will do different shaped roofs by basically doing little miniature roofs for each room and then blending it so that there's, you know, some variation to the shape of the roof. But for now, we're just going to do the whole building. Let's roof the whole building, because it will be modified later in some places, because we're going to do the trellis look for our outdoor dining, and we're going to do, okay, I'm way too high, and we're going to do we're going to have some overhangs and stuff. We're not just going to leave the outside the building just plain. Okay, again, I'm too high. And I know I could just use S to go backwards, but I have a tendency to fall off. So that would actually slow me down right now. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this two-tone look here. Plus, it should add some dimension and color inside the restaurant. Erg, almost fell. And yes, I know this is boring. If you want to fast forward, I promise not to say anything exciting, entertaining, or educational. Or at least nothing you just can't live without. Okay, so now, ready for the slabs again. A lot of people just use stairs to do their roofs. And I do use stairs sometimes too, but I really like the slabs better. Even though it probably has the same effect in general when you're finished. For some reason, it's just easier for me to use slabs. The slab block thing. Oh my gosh. Either too close or too far away. Yeah, I'm really liking this multicolor roof thing. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The more I look at it, the more I like it. And I'm real bad about that. I'll do something and I'll go away and I'll come back and I'll be like, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? And I'll just tear it all out and start over. Oh, come on. Erga. We're getting there, we're getting there. I know this is tedious. This is one of the reasons I hate doing roofs. But they're kind of necessary. One of the features I love about Sims, or at least in Sims 2 and 3, is the auto roof feature. Love that so much. I do. Oh, good Lord. Let me target it. Okay. Now back to the dark oak. Yeah, we're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And you know, there's a lot of times that I'll do a video and I don't show this because it is tedious and it is time consuming. And then I watch videos where the builders are so concerned with the roof being too tedious or whatever that they don't show enough of it, and maybe it's a unique design, and maybe not necessarily unique, but different than what I usually do. And I want to see more of that build, and they don't show me, and I get frustrated. So it's really hard to find a happy medium, because some people do want to see the entire build, every step of the way. And then there are people who are like, I cannot believe she's recording this stupid roof. So those that don't want to see the whole roof being done can fast forward. And everybody else can watch, I guess. But it's really hard to find a happy medium. Because, I mean, I'm the one making the video and I'm bored. So you can't be too entertained if you're watching this part. Alright. Yay, yay, yay. We are getting closer. Closer, 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 closer. Oh, good. At least that one little section is finished over there. Eric, forward, forward, forward. And just because I don't normally do the two-tiered look doesn't mean that because I'm doing it today, it's my idea. Yes, it just popped into my little brain and I thought I would try it. It's a concept I've been wanting to try, and for some reason I end up doing something else. But I decided to go ahead and try it today. Does not mean I'm the only person to ever think of this. It just means that today was the day for me. Okay, back to the blocks. And time for slabs again. Bust that out. And that little section is finished. And just in case you don't know, one mistake that I think a lot of the YouTubers make is they kind of assume that their viewers know everything there is to know about Minecraft. and they're just looking for a build idea. That's not necessarily the case. There are viewers out there that are brand new to Minecraft, regardless of how long Minecraft has been out. That doesn't mean that everybody started playing it at the same time and has learned everything the same way. So for those of you who are not familiar, these different woods, you can find them in different biomes. The dark oak you will find in a roofed forest biome. The spruce is in the taiga or the mega taiga. The acacia is in the savanna. The birch is either in the birch forest, or you can also find it in a roofed forest. It's obviously more plentiful, as you can see from the camera. It's more plentiful in the birch forest, but it's also interspersed in the roofed forest amongst the dark oak. Oak can be found just about anywhere, not in the savanna, but just about anywhere else. And jungle wood is in the jungle. So let's fly over here and look at this roof. Yeah, I likes that. I likes it a lot. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Pain in the butt, but worth it, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see what it looks like from the inside. This part looks kind of cool. Wow, maybe I should have done it room by room so that we'd have the cool ceilings. Well, if you want to go through room by room and do your ceiling, your roof, it's the same process. You just do it around the boundaries of each room. Yeah, I'm wishing I had. I think it would have looked a lot better. But I do kind of like I like the way it looks. Looks a little bit chaotic. A little crazy. Okay. I may go back and change that off camera. Alright, so we have our roof. So, no more getting rained on. Now, let's get our... Quit that. We are going to need... We're going to go with... yeah, I think we're going to stick with the dark oak. You could go with the birch to have a different texture, but I think we're going to stick with the dark oak. And we need gates. What are we going to use for a floor? Gazebos are generally all the same wood, but let's go ahead and use jungle wood would look good with it, but Yeah, let's try the jungle wood. And let's try this spruce. Alright. Let's get our perimeters up here first. How about we have an area where people can go directly to the outdoor seating. Let's open this up a little bit here. Okay. So we want this to be, let's just do it 2 wide. And it does not need to be as tall. So we're just going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's just do 4 high. 2, 3, 4. And I used to use the fence as the whole thing, but I found that I like the way the gate looks across the top. No, not there. Yeah. And let's go ahead and do that. We'll have a covered area for the alfresco dining. And you know, I think I will extend this across. We'll fix that later. But we're going to go ahead and extend it across. So there's like a little bridge here. Okay. Let's see. We will put it. Let's do that. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And again, this is a lot easier in creative mode because I'm able to fly. I'm not having to use scaffolding. But I usually do this in survival mode, and I do the scaffolding and the falling. Okay, and let's bring this. It will just follow. We will just follow the lay of the land. Oops, no, let's not do that one. We'll bring this across. And of course, in survival mode, you probably want to use dirt for this because it's easier to bust it out than chopping out wooden blocks or wearing out your axe. Okay, so we have that, and this is gonna, no, what? This will end up making a bridge. They want to go for a little stroll after dinner. And I'm probably going to end up changing that so it might arch up a little bit, you know, like a curved bridge, but I may not. I may leave it flat. But I want this marked off so I can have it in my brain how the layout is. Okay, so that's going to be the bridge. So this is our little alfresco area. And so we need lots of fence. Let's go up a bit easier. Because you can't really target off the gates very well. Now, the top, I have done this 2 different ways. I've made them where the top was all done with gates, and I've also made the top where it's done all with fence. I like both. Actually, we are going to get, well, I'm going to go ahead and do fence for time because the gates take quite a bit longer. Oh, that's going to be a problem. I don't want that connecting to my glass. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Oh, stop that. Okay, let's drop down and get some of this up so I can see. I really need to get some lighting up because it keeps getting dark on me. Stop that. No. Okay. Wow, my computer is so loud when the fans kick on. Oh, quit it. Alright, now we need the top. Let's see if I can target this easier from the ground instead of trying to fly around all over the place. by George, I believe we got it. Make sure we don't have any gaps. Looks good, looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to do the top. Right now, this just looks like a massive wooden mess, but here's where it gets fun. And I like to use a variety of leaves so that it's not just a solid, it gives it more dimension. And I really love the jungle because it has the deep green. The oak is a slightly lighter green. And then let's maybe add some spruce to give it some more. Yeah, well, we'll just use all of them. The advantage to being in creative mode. Now, you cannot just walk around on top of these things easily, so, because even if you can manage to climb up and stand on this, you're probably going to fall through. So when you do this in survival mode, make sure you make your scaffolding high enough. Then once you get a leaf block down, you can stand on that. So we are going to randomly, we're using the oak right now. So we're just going to scatter the oak around. It's not as easy to do this scattering in survival mode. Oh, stop that. Because you obviously are not flying around, but alright, so now let's go to the jungle and throw some of that in there. I like to go heavy on the jungle because not only is it a pretty green, but it has this little texture like it has the, you know, like the cocoa beans haven't quite sprouted yet kind of thing. And when you are placing this and you want it on top of your gates, you will have to target leaves that are already down. You can't, you try to target the gate, it just opens the gate. So, alright, now let's go with some spruce. Yeah. No, not too high. I don't want it too high. Let's see. See? And let's go with some birch. And you may not want this much variety. I don't always use this much variety. A lot of times I just use two different kinds. And we'll fill in with acacia. Oh, I have a whole strip here I missed. Well, okay, she gets it. Alright, that looks like we got it. Looks pretty solid. Okay. That looks good. Alright, so now we need vines. Now, you want the vines to be pretty heavy along the sides. So, you may not necessarily want to put it on every one, but here? Let's see, we started there. Want some here. And some of it will spread on its own. Okay. And those will grow. All right. So they will drape down nice and pretty. Let's see. What kind of floor did we want to go with in here? I think we decided on, we were going to try the jungle, weren't we? Were we? I think we were. I think we were going to try the jungle. Let's see how the jungle looks. Oh, we're going to have to dig all this out. Put that. And give it. Disadvantage to creative mode. That back. Neighbor's kids are home from school. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Oh, quit it. All right. So we have our floor in, and actually that looks pretty good. I think we'll stick with the jungle. We're going to worry about the bridge later. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Except this time, we are going to use gates everywhere. So let's go ahead and get this, and we're not going to close it in completely. let's go ahead and do this part. And you have to be facing the right way or it makes your gate all wacky-do. If you're at too much of an angle when you're trying to place it. Kind of like the stairs. See, like that. Okay, now let's oh, come on. Well, then let me move. Goof. Alright, there we go. Like I said, I'm not very good at flying. I don't do creative mode a whole lot. And I think we're just going to leave this bridge flat. You can always do your bridge different so that it has a bit of an arch over the water. That would be really pretty. But we're just going to go ahead and do this. Alright, so... oh, that has nothing to connect to. Alright, so we need... let's do a row of fence. And then we're going to go back to gates. And this just gives it a little bit of variety, you know, so that it doesn't all look exactly the same. See, I can go backwards if I'm not about to fall off a cliff. And let's go up here. Oh, stop it. Let me put that gate there. There we go. Alright, and some of that may come out. So we need our leaves again. We need our leaves again. We need our leaves again. That's probably going to need to be fenced there and fenced there. So let's get our leaves back. And we need to spell it right. Okay. And the same thing as before. We're just going to randomly throw this stuff down. Oh. I'm going to have to work off the sides of these too. So we can get these gates covered up. Let's get this other side. Let's do some birch. some jungle in here. And like I say, I really go heavy with the jungle because I like the color and the texture. And I don't need that to stick out that far. Okay, let's go with some acacia. And let's finish it off with some dark oak. Alright, did we get all of it? Looks like we did. Okay, see how the vines are starting to grow? Let's get some more vines in here, because we want them to drape down the sides. Okay, I'm too high. There we go, that's a good height. Okay, that's probably good. Now let's get rid of these and try to do it without tearing up anything else. Like that. And it was a gate too. Gosh dang it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Erg. Let's get that gate back. Did I really just bust it out again? I really did. I'm gonna have to change my height because I'm targeting too high. Okay, yeah, that's better. And I know this is tedious to watch, it's tedious to do, but I'm trying to be careful not to bust out what we've already done, so I really don't want to have to redo it. Okay, I think we're safe. Alright, let's get in here. Oh, I can't. Alright, so now let's get some jungle slabs and No. Okay. Now for the fun part. No, I don't want that targeted. Nope. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, so we have our bridge. And see, this looks pretty cool from underneath with all that foliage up there. Why is this fence here exactly? Okay. So, and the vines are going to grow down, and this is going to be all pretty. And you can come stand here and talk to your little dates and look over the water. Okay, so we have our outdoor dining area, and our vines will continue to grow, and they're going to look really cool. Yeah, they're already starting to grow, so you'll be able to get a better view of the effects in a little bit. So now let's work on some lighting so you guys can see what we're doing here. Let me think what I want to do. For the outdoor, I think we're going to go with torches. So, how do I want to do that? Actually, for the bridge, I don't think we're going to put any lighting on the bridge. I think we're going to put some lighting in the water. So the bridge is kind of dark and romantic. In here, we're going to need lighting because people are going to be trying to eat. So, And I would usually go with a sconce here and put a torch on it. But then we really have this open flame right underneath our fence, so that looks kind of dangerous. So what we can do, let's do this. Now, you can use glowstone, and I really recommend, if you're going to use glowstone for your lighting, use your Silk Touch, enchant your pick, and use your Silk Touch so that you get it as a whole block, because when you do the stone, when you get the powder from mining it, you don't always get very much. Sometimes you get one, sometimes you get three. It's kind of like the wool. And when you go to craft the block again, sometimes it's going to take, so you're better off mining it with a Silk Touch to get your glowstone. If you are not in the Nether yet, jack-o'-lanterns are very easy. It's just a pumpkin with a torch in it. So I will show you an easy lamp. You've probably seen this 100 other places, but in case you haven't, I'll show you an easy lamp to do with the jack-o'-lanterns. The thing with the jack-o'-lanterns, it's kind of tricky. You have to see, it's not gonna let me just set it right there, so you have to put like a block of dirt and then your jack-o'-lantern. And like for here, we would not want the face to be facing out, so we want to stand in here this way, so because the face faces you wherever you're standing, so the face is actually facing against the wall here. So that's going to give off light, and you could leave it like that if you wanted to, or you could put the trapdoors on it. Yeah, we're still able to walk through that. Okay, I wanted to make sure it didn't block the path. So you could do that. Or you could simply place a glowstone, which I prefer, and I like that much better. I think we have enough wood out here that we don't really need the trapdoors and pumpkins, but you can always use torches. Torches are good. Or you could bury it in the ground. You could have place your jack-o'-lanterns in the ground somewhere, like maybe in here, and it could just be a cool tile to show the entryway. See, and that's going to put off some light, because even though we're outdoors and they do want to see their food, they're still going to want a romantic atmosphere, So we could do that. Now, for the lighting in the water, you need to use either glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns, and we're going to go ahead and use the jack-o'-lanterns simply because they're easy to access. And we're going to put one down here, and let's put one down here on this side, and let's put one down here, and let's put one down there, maybe two. And like I said, your jack-o'-lantern faces you, so face the wall. And of course you could put sand around it to hide it if you want to. And maybe let's put one down here. Erg. Okay. So, when it gets dark again, that's going to give off a nice glow in the water. Let's go put a few on the other side. No, I don't want it that high. Let's put it down there. And maybe one here. That'll give us a little bit of glow in our water at night. See how the vines are already growing? It's going to look really pretty when it's all down, you'll see. Okay, so we have that. So we've got some lighting for outside for our little alfresco area. You know, I don't know if I like those lamps out here. Let's see how much light we get from the jack-o'-lanterns. It may be sufficient for out here, because we do have quite a few of them. Let's leave that and see what it looks like when it gets dark. Okay, we need some lighting going into the restaurant. So now for this, you know, we could do another for the entry. Oh, yeah, let's just do another one. I don't want to do we're not going to do gates this time. I'm just going to throw this up all fence. And I'm not trying to do the overkill thing, but at the same time, this has a really pretty effect. So we'll make the entrance be here, and let's put our gates here. Alright, that's not going to attach to the gate. That's fine. And we will fill this in. Okay. Well, now we need more leaves and vines. And let's go ahead and get the vines, because we know we're going to need them. Okay. Let's just start scattering. Oh, it's dark. Let's go look. Let's go look. Let me down. Let me down. Yeah, that lights it up just fine. Oh, I can see the face on that one. We'll put some sand there. Let's hide that face. Okay. Yeah, see, that gives the water a pretty glow. And like I said, jack-o'-lanterns are really easy. It's just pumpkins and torches. And you don't even have to have crafting bench. You can use your personal, well, when you're not in creative mode, there's a little personal crafting window. So yeah, I really like that. That gives us plenty of light out here for the diners. And the water looks pretty with all the little glow. But I do think, let's go ahead and, well, we're not going to drown, so let's camouflage those just a little bit more. So they're not quite so obvious. And hopefully I didn't completely kill the light source by doing that. Alright. Yeah, we still have a nice glow, and you still see the tops, but we still have the glow that we want. Okay, so back to this. Over here, over here, over here. I think we're ready for some jungle. And then let's throw in some dark oak. And let's go some more oak. Yes. We have quite a bit already, it looks like. Oh, acacia, that's what we didn't get out. Oh well. It's a small area. We've got enough variety there. Let's get our vines growing. Okay. So now for this, let's do the glowstone in the ground. How about? Because glowstone puts off quite a bit of light. Yeah. Actually, let's just do the one. And the granite. No. Yes. Let's go ahead and put the granite underneath all of this so it's consistent. Yay, I managed to do that without busting out any of the fence. I am so happy. Alright, so now let's go back with that glowstone. That way it shows the entryway. Alright, so we have, haha, see, we're not getting rained on anymore. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. Okay. So we have lighting for that entrance. We have lighting for our outdoor. And of course our kitchen is so dark. It's like a cave. How about our exit here? We need some lighting here. I think for the back door, we're just going to go with I think we're just going to go with the torches. Oh, they can see that from in there. Let's go ahead and do the glowstone. I wish you could do a slab where it's... Oh my god, did this quit recording? Okay, no it didn't. For some reason I thought it quit recording on me. I would have been a little aggravated. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Alright, let's put some... let's use the jungle wood again to make our little back area. Okay. Employees will just have to get rained on if they're having to take out the trash or whatever. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Our vines are really growing. See how pretty that is? That's going to be so pretty. And of course, you could make, you can take this as far as you want to take it and do some terraforming, use some coarse dirt for a hiking trail. Make a maze with your leaves with little benches for them to sit on and make out or whatever. You can do all kinds of things. But for now, we're not. Don't let me get distracted. I'll never get this finished. Okay, so anyway, we've got that. We've got our lighting for the outside. Let's get some flora out here. Let's add a vine up here. Don't want to put too many because for those of you who have seen my other village, they do spread and grow, so I don't want them to take over the whole building. But they do work nice for breaking up the walls and stuff. Gives it some texture, some color. Okay, so we have that. Now let's do some flowers and hedges and such around the outside. Oh, let's see what we want. What do we want? What do we want? We want coarse dirt. I really love the Podzol. That makes a really nice flower bed. We'll probably use some of that too. Actually, let's use that instead. Well, I'll show you the coarse dirt in case you're not familiar with it. Coarse dirt, you can do flowers and stuff on it, trees or whatever. Stuff will grow on it technically, but it will never be covered with grass because it's coarse dirt. If you want to make coarse dirt, you use regular dirt and gravel in a crafting bench, and you can make your own coarse dirt. Podzol is harvested in the Taiga, not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that, biome, or the Mega Taiga. And if you harvest it with a shovel, it's going to come back as dirt. If you harvest it with an enchanted shovel that has silk touch, then you get the Podzol with the pretty little autumn looking texture on top. Let's see, what else do we want? Let's go ahead and use some oak for the shrubbery. It's a pretty green. And in case we want to do a tree or something. And let's see some flowers. I really love to use the blue, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Oops. Like I said, though, the blue's kind of hard to come by. You find them in the swamps, in the swamp biomes. And if you have bone meal, then you don't have to worry about it, because you can pick all the blue flowers, scatter bone meal, and it's going to make more blue flowers grow. So, as long as you're in the swamplands. Let's go with the blue. And let's do some daisies. Daisies are pretty. And then, let's see. I'm a sucker for rose bushes. We're going to go with red. I know that's probably kind of cliche, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright. So, here we go. First, let's oh, hello. Cave. I forgot. Oh, you're gonna be a mess. Okay. Fixed. I don't like that attached to my fence. As a matter of fact, I think we will save the Podzol for the indoor flora and use the coarse dirt for the flower bed out here. Okay. another thing, and I learned this rather recently from watching one of Stud Muffin Sam's videos. I did not know this, and it's quite simple. I feel kind of silly that I never figured this out. But if you want, if you're in survival mode and you want dirt, but you don't ever want it to turn to grass, if you have it cut off from other grass somehow, and it's all dirt and not touching grass, and grass can't touch it in any way, it will stay dirt. So basically your grass spreads. He did that when he did his stable, and he dug out the entire floor, and then he put like wood logs or something in the doorways so the dirt would not be touching grass blocks, and the entire stable remained dirt. Oh, I thought we did this already. Okay. I don't think we need anything over here. I think we'll just keep it around the building. Okay, so let's do these on the corners. And by the entryways, let's put one in the corner there, put one over here. And a lot of times I do my flower beds symmetrical, but not every time. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends on how it works out. Okay. Roses in. Let's see. Let's do some bushes. Let's do one there. Maybe do one there. Oh, we'll go ahead and put the leaves on it. And in case you are not aware, you can make shears with 2 iron ingots in your workbench. And if you use shears on vines, ferns, grass, vines, ferns, grass, leaves, the dead bushes you find in the desert, that will give you your foliage to work with. Oh, stop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's just make it a bigger bush. Okay. And yes, I'm aware that some of the grains are not going the same direction, but I really don't care. Usually I would, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put one here. But this is getting covered up with the leaves, so I'm not too concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 8. So, now let's just, that can be all flowers. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So let's get our leaves on here. Good Lord, are we not almost... Didn't realize how big this was. Yay, we made it all the way around. Okay. So let's put some daisies in here. And some orchids. Actually, let's mix it up. Oh, quit that. Oh my gosh. Quit it. Weeds growing in the yard. Gummit. Somebody needs some other yard. Can't have that tackiness by our restaurant. So that gives us some color. We've got some green bushes, got some blue flowers, some white flowers, some red roses. So that is all good. And just to give you a heads up, my son should be getting off, well, he should have been off work 24 minutes ago, so he may come charging through the door any minute. Okay, so we've got, let's look around, shall we? We've got some flower beds now. That really pretties it up. Our vines are growing, making our bridge even prettier, and our little alfresco area. Got some light in the water. The vines are growing on the house. That's looking good. Okay. All right. So I think for the outside, that's good for now. I kind of want to put a tree here and make like a weeping willow, you know, like let's see, do here, and then what kind of leaves would be good for that? Maybe the birch. I don't know. I think maybe the oak. I think we'll stick with the oak. Oh, we used oak all around the restaurant. Let's get something else. How about the acacia leaves? Let's use acacia leaves. We have enough oak. Let's see. Could have, let's have, I guess they do have branches, so let's make some weird branches stick out. And even if this doesn't look like a real weeping willow, that's okay. We're just making a tree. And we're not going to go into a whole big, well, okay. Now let's just start. And of course, if you want a different color, you can always use wool to do your trees. Okay, first I want to line these. Make sure we have What? Oh, stuck. Not too bad. I kind of like it. I think maybe it's a little too skinny though. Yeah, that works. Not exactly weeping willow, but it does have draping leaves, so they kind of add something to the back of the restaurant. I think it needs more up top though. It's a little scarce up here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we have all of the outside finished, except for the vines still need to grow some, but that's good. They're working on it. We have lighting for the outside, we have flora for the outside, we have flower beds, trees, which is just what I said with flora. I guess I'm being redundant. Okay, so the outside looks pretty good, and it'll look even better in a little while after the vines finish growing. So now we need to work on the inside. I think I am going to go ahead and end this video so that we can start with the interior for the next one, and I need to stretch. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the technical glitches earlier that caused this video to start without any warning, because the previous video just cut itself off for some reason. Anyway, we'll come back and we will do the inside and get our restaurant decked out. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it in some way, shape, or form, or learned something. Please come back and see it finished. Thank you very much.